further we go to Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 17. It says, "They will be turned back and be utterly put to shame who trust in idols, who say to molten images, 'You are our gods.'" So we have seen this before also, that images and pictures and idols made of wood or stone or melted down and made into figures, they cannot be gods because they are a product of man's imagination and man's hand. And that is why God was very hurt when the people, they saw his glory in the skies, the sun, moon, stars, and all the creation of God. Yet they became foolish and started worshipping the things created rather than the Creator God, who is showing them from heaven that I am the Lord God Almighty. This is my creation. So these people who worship in idols will be put to shame. You see, when Elijah was there and he called all the idol worshippers, the Baal, the priests of Baal and the priests of Ashtoreth, there were 400 and 450 of each of these gods. And he said, the God who answers by fire is God. So he gave them a bull to sacrifice, and they sacrificed it from early morning and shouted out to their god Baal, "Come, Baal, let the fire from heaven fall upon this sacrifice and consume it." But Baal did not hear. They cut their bodies with swords and beat themselves and shed their own blood, crying out to their gods. But their gods didn't answer. And it was time for the evening sacrifice. So Elijah, he made the altar, put the wood on it, and then put the offering on it, and he poured water, lots and lots of gallons and bushels of water on that offering, and there was a trench all around. And then he just called out to God. He said, "Lord God Almighty, the Lord Creator, come and consume your sacrifice." And fire from heaven came down and consumed the sacrifice that was all wet with water, and even licked up and dried up the water in the trench. So all these priests of Baal, 400 priests of Baal and 450 priests of Ashtoreth, they were put to shame. That is what exactly is going to happen to people who trust in idols. That is what God is saying. You are calling the created things as God, having no reasoning power to understand that what you make with your hand cannot be God, or the picture that you put up on the walls of different so-called gods and goddesses are not gods at all. They were put to shame in the Bible, and they will be put to shame even in the future.